Alright, so this is another Bloodborne guide. This is for Ludwig the Accursed. So what I'm doing here is the reason I'm showing this before the boss fight is that there is 5 vials you can get for free before the boss fight. I'd recommend cashing in on that because it'll save you a lot of heartache just trying to farm out the echoes just to get more. I don't know about you, but if you're watching this, I figure it's probably because he's kicking your ass much like he did mine. So what I'd really recommend for this fight is try to look at what I'm doing. I did this. It took a lot of tries, but I did manage to get it, and I figured out a number of patterns, a lot of abusable things. He has a swipe combo that you can punish at the end, his headbutt you can hit it and then run away, provided that, and I would recommend this, use a faster weapon. I did try and fight him with the full form of the Holy Blade, and it's not a good idea. I mean, once you overcommit, he's going to get you, and I mean, he kills me in like 2 hits, and I have like 1,500 health. It's bad. It's really, really bad. So I'd recommend, when you're fighting him, definitely try and use audio cues, because I personally didn't fight him without a lock-on, which is how I'd recommend it. It just makes it easier to progress and jump around and do what you need to do, whereas a dash can sometimes stick you between those 2 heads, which maybe because I suck, but kept happening to me. But when you're attacking him, go for the head. If you can't hit the head because it's not the closest thing, go for a leg. You want to knock him down. If you can knock him down, you can get a visceral, or if you can't, I don't know, you can just do a ton of damage. But I always seem to, if you go towards that grotesque growth of like that mouth with the eyes in it that shoots the acid and spray and all that kind of stuff at you, that seems to be where you might want to stand for a visceral. You can roll through that sweeping one. Very, very useful to know that. I should probably mention, I did put on the empty Phantasm Shell. I don't know if Arcane is his weakness. I just put it on because I didn't want to use any more fire paper. I figured it would probably just be better to pay the 500 echoes per bullet than to have to buy like the $12,000 fire paper. So halfway through the fight, you get this very wonderful cinematic, and he gets his Holy Blade. This fight changes up the tempo, where the other one is a lot of trying to bait him, I felt, to get him into a punishable situation. This one, you want to stay close, and whether or not you're keeping pressure on him, that depends on the weapon and your playstyle. For me, I tried to fight in a more conservative of my stamina manner. Now, I hadn't been to this stage of the fight often. I think this is my actual 3rd time making it here, so I really had to learn what exactly was happening as I was going along. So what I'd recommend, right away, he's stuck in this animation, heal as quick as you can if you have any damage, because he's going to come running at you. If you keep a distance from him, he starts shooting blades. Try and stay close. Now this slam attack, he does it usually more than once. He can do it 2 or 3, I think maybe 4 times. Count how he's doing it, or look at how he's doing it, count the number of swings, and you should be able to figure out when the last one is coming. That is an AoE attack, get away from it. I've never been hit by it, but I can only assume it's going to do a very large amount of damage. When you're rolling around him, definitely try and... for me, rolling to the left kept working. I think maybe the right would work better, but I don't know, it really depends on the attacks that he's swinging at you. Do go for the legs. The main thing I'm going for is viscerals, because I'm a really, really high level. I mean, I can just get whatever I want out of any weapon. So, like, if you look here, the damage is just absurd. If that's not you, if you're a strength-based character, hit him with the heaviest attack you got. So this is something to be careful about. If you see that, run away, run away. Do not get hit by that. If you see here, it hit me not directly, only 3 touches, and it almost killed me. I got really lucky there that he didn't manage to poke me and kill me, but this is what I'm saying of why you want to close that distance, because he's flinging those things at me, and he doesn't stop. If you don't get near him, he won't stop. That's a double swing combo, definitely one to look out for. It'll do a lot of damage if you get hit by both. Really want to make sure you time your rolls properly for these slam attacks. Sometimes it does go over your head, but don't bank on it just doing that. But as you can see, keep attacking the legs, he falls over, and here we go, we got a real big finisher. Nice way to end that fight, because fuck this guy. If what I'm saying doesn't help you, I definitely recommend studying what I'm doing in the video and looking at that, because that is what will get you the furthest. He has a lot of abusable things that he does, and you definitely want to bait those out, and that's how you're going to beat him, is you need to chip away at him slowly instead of quickly.